Hey guys, this is Mr. Zach. I'm wearing my Charleston 1670 hat. I am actually downtown Charleston right now, only a few blocks from my house and only a few miles from yours. And I am outside of Colonel William Rhett's house. And that is our little intro for today's class. This is a really important house for a lot of reasons, and we're about to start exploring why. So walking up to this house, you can see the grand nature. It is a very large house. And as you'll see on the plaque, he actually owned quite a bit of land around it. And that should tell you something about his profession. Even though it was not seen as aristocratic as the planters, these merchants, they made a ton of money. And that also is what attracts our next guest that we're really focused on. Are you ready, kids? Alright, so poor illusions from SpongeBob SquarePants aside, we should know from page 22 in our textbook that South Carolina had a lot of exports, goods they were sending out of the country. Carolina gold, also known as rice, fish, cattle, grain, indigo, animal furs, timber, naval stores, hogs, and more. And all of this was generating really, really big money. And so they also began importing fine luxury goods from all over the world, because when you have a lot of money, you're going to spend it on nice things. And this traffic brought in pirates. These individuals were looking to make a quick buck, and the unprotected Carolina coast was a great place to start. As you can see, the British government fed into this by encouraging private citizens to raid their Spanish rivals. And once these privateers really saw how lucrative and fun this job was, they dropped the act and went in full time. And this brings us back to our house at 54 Hazel Street. This was the residence, again, of Colonel William Rhett, a prominent merchant who eventually gets so tired of these pirates raiding his ships, he takes matters into his own hands. Well, sort of. With the help of many others, he tracks down Stede Bonnet, the gentleman pirate, and captures him. In the act, Bonnet's sailing master, David Harriot, and 2 slaves are killed, but the gentleman pirate lives and is brought back to Charlestown. While awaiting trial, there's quite the commotion and threats to the city from within and outside, but eventually justice is served and Stede is strung up and hung at White Point Gardens on December 10th, 1718. Alright, I know I started with Stede, but the gentleman pirate is not the only raider on our shores. Blackbeard, or Edward Teach, is also involved. And actually more involved. His ship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, led a fleet that was able to close our harbor for several months. Uncharacteristically, they were not after gold or riches. They just needed some, quote, medicine. They actually wanted mercury to cure themselves of some nasty diseases. But the mercury was not only not helping it, it was actually poisoning them. But back to the main point, Charleston is under attack by these pirates, and those in charge are quite negligent. They're not helping. And today we are going to analyze the early colonial threats and their impact on the citizens.